If you create thumbnails, YouTube banners, or incorporate pictures into your videos, it's essential to master some basic photo editing skills. I'm Jennifer, an Empower Canvassador. You're going to discover 15 tricks that you can use to enhance your images for your YouTube channel. It's important to know how to upload images into Canva. We're just going to open up a document under social media, and let's just do YouTube thumbnail. You're probably going to want to add a picture of yourself onto your thumbnails. You may also have pictures that you want to incorporate into your videos too. It is super simple to do. First, you can drag and drop, and you're going to see part of my desktop here, and I'm going to left click and drop it right on top. When you do that, it goes right into your uploads folder. There is another way. You can click uploads and then upload the file this way. You can even click the three dot and upload files from Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, Google Photos, and Google Drives. This could vary depending on when you're watching it. This is also the way that you upload video and audio files too. In addition to dragging and dropping, sometimes you take screenshots for your videos. For example, this is one that I took. And this is going to lead us into our first very important skill to know about editing photos within Canva. You're going to learn how to crop this for the specific size that you're wanting to use. There's a couple ways to do it, but I'm going to teach you the easiest way. That's to take your mouse and double click. Double click, crop opens up, and you can choose the aspect ratio that you want. For this thumbnail, it's 16:9. I would want this for a video. And then I'm going to take a look and see where do I want to actually move it. So holding down my left mouse button, I might actually just want it right in the center and then click done. At this point, we can use our mouse button to move this and size it to the thumbnail or to the video size, whatever document you're using for the picture. Sometimes when you take a screenshot, or even if you just have a picture, it can be a little blurry, and you want to improve that for your thumbnail or for your video. Click Edit. Underneath Edit, if you scroll down, there are some edit image apps. And the one that we're going to use is Image Upscaler. However, they are constantly adding things to this app section, and that could be pushed down. If that happens, then click See All, and you can find Image Upscaler right there. Image Upscaler got an upgrade recently and also allows you to upscale an entire page, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to select this image. Your upscale resolution options will depend on the resolution that your image already has, but it also is going to depend on whether you have Canva Pro or Canva for free. You've got 2x, 4x, 8x, 16x. This is an already upscaled image. It's high quality already, so 8x and 16x are grayed out. We just click upscale. Sometimes this process can take a little while, especially if your internet connection isn't good or if there's a lot of people on it. But I'm going to take this time to say, if you want to use the 8x or 16x options, then use my link for a free trial of Canva Pro in the description box below. And here we go. We've got before and after. There's not going to be much of a difference in this one, honestly, but I'm going to show you where it's a really big difference. Click Replace. It's going to replace it right there, but it's also going to add it to your library. And what your library is click on Uploads. You're not going to see it right there because enter and go there. You're going to notice that I have two options. I actually recorded this already, and for some reason it didn't save my recording. So we're doing this again. For the one that I said you're going to notice a difference. From this distance, you may not be able to tell, but I'm going to zoom this in so that you can see a difference here. This was the image I started off with. This was my screenshot, and this was the upscaled version. And I think I even used 16x on it. I use this image app all the time. The next 3 image apps that I want to share are very, very similar in what they can do, but they each have their own purpose. All 3 of these image apps are Canva Pro features, and I use them almost every single time I come into Canva. You would use background remover for a thumbnail. We're going to click on this one. It's right up here on the hovering bar, background remover. I think my internet is really slow today. It removes it very well. Some creators that are going to tell you that they're free ones within Canva. Let's click on backgrounds. Let's click on this one that says clear backgrounds. This one, you have to upload the image. We don't want to use that one. Background eraser. You have to upload an image. You can't just choose it. So let's not use that one. Background cleaner. 1 of 0 credits. It says it refreshes daily. Oh, there we go. Use 1 of 10 credits. Erase backgrounds. Let's see what happens. It may do a really good job. It could surprise me, but this is the free option called Background Cleaner. I have tried this one in the past and it didn't do as good of a job as it did with this one. I'm actually kind of impressed. If you don't have Canva Pro and you need a background remover, try this one called Background Cleaner. You do only have 10 free credits a day, but you should not go through that. If something goes wrong, you're not going to be able to make any fixes with it. Sometimes you want to keep the backgrounds, but you want to do something with the person. Maybe your thumbnail, you want a word sort of behind the person. This is how you would do that. Let's double stack skills. Double click, 16 by 9, done. Use your mouse to size it to the backgrounds. Click edit. Use magic grab. Sometimes when you're using these magic features, your UI might get in the way. We're going to switch this to scroll view. You can brush or click. We're going to click. When I hover over it, I'm not even clicking anything on my mouse. It turns purple. I can click it. Now it really turns purple. We're going to grab. This is going to separate the person from the background. It's going to create a layer effect, and I'm going to show you that in positioning. Positioning is another important image skill that you need to know. Sometimes it takes a little longer, and you might want to grab a cup of tea. You might think it looks the same. However, when I click on the person and I move it, you will notice that it AI generated what it thinks is in the backgrounds, and the person is now separate. To see the layers panel, you can click on position, and instead of being on arrange, go to the layers tab, and now you'll see there's a person, there's the background's image, and then there's the background of this thumbnail itself. If you want words behind a person, you would use magic grab. I'm going to go ahead and click on text and click on this because it's going to give me the exact font and everything I want. But you could add a text box. You could type T on the keyboard, and then let's just say thinking, double click, change it to white, make it bigger. How would I get it back there? Right click, layer, send backwards. That's really simple. You can grab it and move it and size it to however you want. The other benefit to Magic Grab is that you can then size the person separate from the background. I'm going to say this all day long, but this is my favorite feature. There's a logo on the shirt that I would like to get rid of. I also want to blur the background. Let's go ahead, duplicate this image. We're just going to set it off to the right here so that it's there. We're going to blur this image. Click edit, and under effects is blur, whole image, and we're going to increase the intensity a little bit and then X out of it. And then we're going to put this right on top, remove the background. Hopefully this will remove exactly what I want. It did not. This is why Magic Grab is so good. We're going to click this, edit, Magic Grab, and then click the things that we want. Let me see if I can get this brush and grab. Let's see what happens there. I want the blurry background. I want to get rid of that image. Now I can set this right on top. We used blur and magic grab, but now I want to erase the logo on his shirt for the thumbnail. Click edit. This is the tool you want, magic eraser. Click on magic eraser. All we're going to do is use the brush tool and hover over what we want to erase. Click erase, and now the logo will disappear from the shirts. Click X. We've got a cleaner thumbnail. We could add words over there just like we did before with T on our keyboard. We can add the words there. A lot of people want to know how to make an outline on their images for their thumbnails. This one had the background removed already and has been re-uploaded into Canva without the background. That way I can use this image multiple times. But what we're going to do is make the image a little bit bigger. There's actually 2 image effects that I'm going to show you. The first one is the easiest, but I like to use the second one for a little more control. Click on your image that has the background removed. Click on Edit. Under Effects, look for Shadows. Click on Shadow. There are a bunch of different options, but Outline is typically the one that a lot of people use. Make adjustments to the size and thickness of the outline that you want. If you want to change the color, you can by clicking the color code, making adjustments. This is really obnoxious to whatever color you want. That's white, so you can't see that. Let's change the background to black. Let's go right here so that you can see you can also change the color this way as well, and it will change the colors on the color picker. If you're in Chrome and I'm not, there is an eyedropper that you can pick another color. I said that there's a second way that I like even more. Above the image, there's some options, and one of them is a duplicate button. To keep it simple, we're going to move the one that's in the front over to the left and use the one on the right. Click Edit. Under Effects, click on Duotone. You're going to make it to the color that you want your outline to be. Click on Custom, click on Highlight, click on Shadow, change it to the color that you would like. You can even change the intensity of it if you want, but we're going to leave it at 100. Put this one right on top. That gives you an outline on one side and not the other. I really love that effect. In fact, there's another effect that you can do called the doodle effect. I'm going to link that effect at the end of this video. We're going to look at a couple of fun image editing techniques. This is what the image originally looked like. I did this in an Instagram photo, which is why it's cropped. Double click, 1:1. Move it over, done. Click the image, click Edit, click Adjust. This is where you can adjust things like saturation, brightness and contrast, even change some colors. There's a bunch of features here. One of them that I really like is called Auto Adjust, where you can click it, your colors and everything will be adjusted in the picture. If I scroll down, brightness was increased to 8, contrast -1, highlights, everything was increased for me. Didn't have to do that. The other thing that's really neat about the Adjust tool is that you can click this down arrow, choose the background. That's what we're going to do for this one. Scroll down until you see saturation. Reduce the saturation in the background. That's how you make that effect. It was so simple. The next feature you're going to learn has a huge impact on your videos when you want to showcase an image. All you need to do is click the photo, click Edit, scroll down to Apps, and choose Mockup. Any of these are cool, and I've heard that there's a brand new feature coming to this, but I don't have access to it yet to be able to showcase. But we're going to look at this one called Videos. When you hover over it, you can sort of see what it looks like. And because this is 16 by 9, I kind of want something that is in that shape. So maybe this, ooh, this, look, ooh, yes. So here is an image of someone on a laptop. It's actually a video. So we're going to click this one. What it's doing is inserting this picture into the video mock-up. Once it does this, you're going to be able to watch it. Fit, fill, fit. Let's do a smart crop. Alignment, let's go to the center. Apply changes. So they're adding the finishing touches. Get your T. And now let's take a look to see what this looks like. The image is right within the video mock-up itself. I love this. There are a few more very important things that you need to know about editing your images within Canva. What if you want to change the color of the background or something within that image? It's simple to do, although sometimes the result isn't what you want. We're going to see if that happens in this case. Click the image, click Edit, click Adjust. Scroll down, and there is a fun feature called Color Edit. Click Color Edit. You can change the hue of that. If I change the hue of the backgrounds, the person's color hue also changes. What we're going to do is isolate the person from the background using Magic Grab. Click Edit, Magic Grab, click her, grab. Sometimes this goes really fast and sometimes it does go a bit slower, but that's okay. What we're going to do when this finishes is use that color edit tool to make changes to the background. Click on the background, click on edit, adjust, scroll down to color, and now you see you could change the color of the yellow without it affecting her skin. One thing that we did not talk about was downloading. If you are downloading for an image, you're going to use PNG or JPEG. You can download by clicking Share, Download, clicking the down arrow, and choosing JPEG, PNG. I tend to choose PNG. If you have Canva Pro, you can increase the size. Oftentimes, I will work in thumbnail size, and if I'm going to add it to my video, I will increase the size so that it will match 1920 by 1080. The other Canva Pro options, you can limit the file size to a specific number. You can compress it, which will give it a lower quality. Download it without a background, which is really beneficial if you want to download a lower third. Example of lower third. I'm going to click Effects. It's kind of like a bonus. So something like this, maybe I might not want it that large. Share, download, PNG. If I'm doing this for video, I would want to upscale it to at least 1920 by 1080 and choose the page that it's on and add a transparent background. I'm going to download this and put it right here in the video so that you can see what it looks like. If you're wanting to download a smart mockup or an image that has animation, then what you will do is click Share, Download, change the file type to MP4 video. Because this is thumbnail size, it's not going to be equal to what my video is. I'm going to increase the quality. I could even increase it more if I wanted to for 4K. I'm going to choose the page, download. There is one more option that you can choose if you're downloading a bunch of images or a bunch of videos for your YouTube video. Bulk downloading your images and videos separately. Click Share, Download. Let's just select all the pages. And here, Download Pages as separate files. That's what you would click and download. Let me show you what that looks like. Under Download, where it says Limitation 1, I had to right click and extract all. This is what those videos look like because I downloaded them all at the same time, but in separate files. so that I would have them separately to be able to add to the video. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that you could create a doodle effect. Watch this next to see how. If there's anything that I missed about editing photos, let me know in the comments